Hello everyone, this is Ran, the Technology and Information Services Librarian from the Winchester Public Library. Today I'm going to show you how to use Zoom on an iPhone. I have a handout here, how to use Zoom on a smartphone. This handout was sent out to Winchester residents who receive emails from the Jenks Center, but we also have a copy on our website so you can check there, and if you need to, I can send one directly to you. First things first, Zoom is a video conferencing service which you can use on the following devices. You can use it on a laptop or a desktop with a webcam, a tablet like a Samsung or an iPad, or a smartphone like an Android or an iPhone. Right now I'm going to model the iPhone for you. You can also use Zoom on a Windows PC or a MacBook, but today we're going to discuss the iPhone. Zoom on an iPhone. First, we will need to download Zoom to your device. So if you haven't done this yet, basically we're going to tap on the App Store. We're going to go right up here, App Store. We're going to go down here to Search. And then once we have Search, we're going to tap right here where the little magnifying glass is, and we're going to type in the name of the app, Zoom. And so this is kind of what pops up. This first one isn't the one that we want the second one right here, and I already have it downloaded, so it says open, but if you hadn't downloaded yet it would say get. At this point your phone might ask you for an Apple ID password depending on which phone and the version of iOS that you're using. You might also have to put your finger on the home button so that it reads your fingerprints, or use Face ID so that you can unlock the phone and download the application. So, once that's all set, we're just going to go to the app. And these are the instructions right over here for how we're going to download it. So we went to the App Store, we went to find Zoom, and it is always this icon right here. We downloaded it to the device, and now if you wanted to, you could sign up for an account. You don't need to sign up for an account. You can if you want to, because it allows you to host meetings. So you could set up meetings with your family and friends. But you don't need to in order to attend a meeting. You could just tap the enter the meeting ID or tap on the link to open the meeting that you want to go to. You have to have that information to begin with. So I just tapped on Zoom, and we see we have three options here. We have join a meeting, we have sign up, and we have sign in. And join a meeting is where it's going to ask you for a meeting ID. So it says join a meeting and asks you to type in the meeting ID. We're going to go to, say you got an email with the information that you need. So here's an example. Here's the information that you need for a Zoom meeting. There's a link, there's the meeting ID, and the password. And we could just tap on the link and it would bring us into the Zoom app, and then we would enter the password for this meeting. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to choose to join without video. So it's connecting to this meeting as we speak. See the connecting right up here? And I'm going to call using internet audio. And now I have options down at the bottom of the screen and a few options at the top of the screen, and every time I tap the screen they either appear or disappear. There would be the image of two people right here because there are two people in this meeting. However, I am also the host of this meeting, so really these two people are both me. So let me tell you a little bit about the buttons down at the bottom. So here we go, attendee controls for Zoom meetings. And the first one that we want to talk about is this button right here. This is the mute button. Right now it wasn't muted, so people in the meeting could hear me. I just tapped on it, and now it is muted, so no one can hear me. And you just tap on it to mute and unmute, just like that. Move the mouse a little bit. Mute, unmute. Same thing with video. Right now, the video is stopped. If we wanted to start the video, we would just tap on that icon. So, start video, And now in the corner, you can see my face. Yep. And I have the picture of my sister's dog in the background. But I can take that off. So again, I'm going to stop the video. And if I wanted to, the next thing over is share content. So I could, share my screen with the rest of the group so they could see what I was looking at. The other thing here is participants. And so if we tap on participants, we can see that there are 2 people in this meeting. One of them is talking right now with the green over the microphone, and one of them isn't. This is the host. If I wanted to invite someone, I could tap the invite button right down here, and that is under participants. So I'm going to tap close, and then I'm going to go over to this button that's more right here. And more gives you a couple more options, like it says. So we have the ability to do chat. We can change meeting settings. We can change virtual background. We can raise our hand if we want to speak. We can disconnect the audio. And basically what we're going to do here is I'll show you how the thumbs up and the clap button work. If I tap on that, see how it shows up in my little icon right here? And it should go away in a couple of seconds. But that's if we wanted to participate without having to speak or without being seen, or vice versa. We have the options. I'm also going to go back to the more button and I'll hit chat. And chat allows me to literally write text to other people in the meeting. And I can send it down here. I can send it to everyone, or I can send it to just one person. There's only one other person in this meeting, so I don't have many examples. But then you would be able to send, hitting the little send button after you type a little message down here. I'm going to close this. And yeah, so the last thing that kind of comes up is virtual background, and you can change the background. This is usually the setting that they have is the Golden Gate, and I'm going to put that in there. So now you can see the Golden Gate and my forehead. So yeah, so there's an example. I'm going to do none, and I'm going to close. And that should update. There we go. And we're back to the black screen. So the last thing that you need to know about a Zoom meeting is that you also have the ability to see other speakers. So we only have 2, and they're both in screen. There's one here and one here. But if we had more, you would be able to slide back and forth between them. And if I let my screen go down, hold on one sec. Yep, there we go. I can see that these 2 little toggles, I can toggle between more people, and I'm just going to use my finger to swipe back and forth across the screen, because this is a very small screen, so it's hard to put everyone's face on the same screen and be able to see it. And the last thing that we need to do is we would leave the meeting, and that's that red button right up there. When we're done with the meeting, we can always leave just like that. And it asks you, do you want to leave the meeting? Yes, I do. I'm all set. And that's it. That is how you use Zoom on an iPhone.